We got it wrong right from the amalgamation. Nigeria was a product of a wrong amalgamation. And that amalgamation problem of 1914 has continued to haunt Nigeria till now. Now, you cannot talk of a nation when the people of that nation has never sat down to make an agreement. The entity called Nigeria was not a creation of Nigerians. I repeat, the entity called Nigeria is not or was not a creation of Nigerians. It was a creation of the colonial government. There must be a time when the peoples of Nigeria will sit down and actually take a decision on whether we want to live together or stay separately. The Constitution of Nigeria says, start with the word we, the people. Now, that is not true. We, the people, have never sat down to agree that we will continue to live as a nation. I think there's an important missing link in the fact that Nigerians have not sat down to take a decision, and that's where we need to talk about restructuring. Restructuring is is necessary for Nigeria, and anyone who wants to successfully govern Nigeria must allow the process of restructuring to take place. Let Nigerians decide how they want Nigeria to be. Whether we want to continue as a nation, we want to continue as a confederacy, we want to continue as a federation, or what style of government we want to, what kind of union we want to have. Do we want true federalism where each of the regions will be autonomous of each other? The federal government will only control certain areas of the nation, like security, armed forces, and what have you. But other aspects of life, like police, like education, will be concentrated in the hands of the regional or the state government. There's a need for government to move closer to the people. We need a strong local government and a weak central government. What we have now is a strong federal government, a strong central government, and a weak local government. It won't work that way. That is where we got it wrong. And that's why everything, every style, every system we have been operating since independence has been crumbling. You cannot take governance away from the people and expect that the people will understand you. They won't. Advice for Nigerians, very simple. Go out and vote. That's the least anybody can do now. Go out and vote. Unfortunately, the number of voters might not be as much as what we are thinking. Um, those who have collected their voters card have been completely lower than what is expected. For example, in my own local government, about 365,000 people registered to vote. And out of this 365,000 number, about 116,000 actually collected their voters card. That means we have less than just about 45% of the registered voters actually collected their voters card. So whether we like it or not, there's no way we can have up to 40% participation in the forthcoming election. That's very sad. Very sad. Sincerely speaking, it's not a question of who will save Nigeria. You can't the presidency, the mistake we're making is that we are paying too much attention on the presidency, thinking that the president will become a messiah. No, bring the best of brains to come and work on this wrong system that we are operating. That best of brains will fail. The problem with Nigeria is not that, it's not a question of whether the presidential candidates are good or bad. It's not. We are operating a system that is wrong, a political system that is dependent on godfatherism, a political system that is dependent on party politics. Party politics whereby it is the parties that take decision, and those parties are owned by certain individuals that system will continue to fail. Because at the end of the day, the president will have to answer to his own party, will have to answer to his own party. So when the wrong people are holding political parties at the jugular, don't expect their presidential candidate who eventually becomes a president to perform wonder. There's no wonder he is going to perform. The party will always remind him that you are our property. And that's why I do not see, I am not too much optimistic. Either it is Atiku or Tinubu or Obi, I am not optimistic. The system, it remains the same, and you cannot continue to do the same thing and expect a different result. It doesn't work that way. I am one of those who stood against the candidature of President Mohamed Buhari in 2015. Unfortunately, many people did not see beyond the anti-corruption gap that General Buhari was putting on in 2015. Oh, he's anti-corrupt. Oh, he's against corruption. Oh, he's an incorruptible man, and all of that. As far as we were concerned, paying attention to historical antecedents, we knew that the presidency of General Mohamed Buhari was going to be an abysmal failure, and that is exactly what has happened now. So, sincerely speaking, I'm not shocked that the performance of General Buhari has been lackluster, has not been a very good one in the last 8 years, and that's why Nigerians are crying and crying. This next election goes beyond which party is good and which party is bad. It's about who is eventually going to hold the helm of affairs. Like I said in my last question, all the political parties, all the three major political parties, I sincerely do not see difference. I sincerely do not see difference. They are all Siamese twins, birds of the same feather, flocking together. However, I think that in the next dispensation, Nigeria will require an experienced politician, an experienced man who will be able to take Nigeria to the point of restructuring. Restructuring is key in whatever we're going to do. Restructuring, change of the system as it used to be. So I am saying that the presidency of General Mohamed Buhari has not done enough in terms of security. It has not done enough. Apart from that, ethnicity, tribal sentiments has put a lot of bad mark on the performance of this current administration. My take on the new Naira notes, brouhaha. I think this is one decision the federal government made that was miscalculated, was ill-timed, and was ill-advised. Whatever be the intention of the federal government in changing Naira notes at this time, and then adding Naira swap, and then and turning naira swap into naira withdrawal, because as far as I'm concerned, this is not a naira swap policy, it is a naira withdrawal. If you're talking of naira swap, it's a very simple thing. You take 20,000 to the bank, you come back with 20,000. But in this case, people have put their money in the banks and they can't get equivalent of what they have put in the bank. They can't get it back. So it has put untold hardship on the people. The people are angry, they are angry, they are hungry. Oh my God. And that's a terrible combination, a combination of anger and hunger. Terrible combination. Whoever is hungry and angry at the same time will misbehave. And that's what we have seen all over the nation. People are angry, people are they are hungry, they are protesting. And it's a decision that the federal government missed and messed up with. I think, importantly, the federal government should, within the next 24 hours or what have you, release cash into the economy. Release cash into the economy. Yes, the policy of making people go online, cashless economy, it's a good policy, but it is not a policy that you suddenly into decide to implement within a short period of time. Not in this kind of society where illiteracy is still on the high. There are many people are illiterate, many people are not yet online compliant. So you can't you don't force that kind of policy. It has to be a gradual process that should be introduced gradually, not with the fiat that it's being done now. And that's why people are very, 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 very angry at the policy. I call for a reversal of that policy. Thank you.